welcome to Willow Yoga, Minnesota. For today's practice, we're going to be working on bringing about two different kinds of energy. So one is the grounded energy, really solid and settled on the earth, this tranquility, surrender, serenity. And then the other is a kind of radiant energy. So the one comes down and the other spreads out. Those are the actions we'll be focused on for our practice today. To begin, we're going to use a mudra that will help us cultivate those two kinds of energy. We'll take our thumbs and bring them inside our palms and bring your fingers around. From there, point your index fingers, point your pinky fingers. Now, take your right hand and bring your right wrist over your left and hook those thumbs. So now it's your index fingers that are pointing. Slowly, mindfully, intentionally bring those hands back towards your belly. Lift your shoulders up towards your ears, rock them down your back. The chin tucks in, the crown of the head lifts. Notice if you're pressing that belly forward into those arms so that they're creeping forward. Can you find that still center, that balance point in that sacrum, so that if you were to imagine water in that pelvic bowl, it's not sloshing forward or slopping out the back, but instead it is this still pond. From there, feel that earth energy, the grounded, the solid, this tranquil, settled energy coming into your sit bones. Maybe you even feel like those sitting bones are growing heavy. From there, lift through the crown of the head, and now feel the energy at the center of your being. Imagine that it is a gentle, soft star, and the energy is reaching out into the crevices, the creases, the corners of your body. So the energy is grounded, the energy is radiant. We are soft, still, quiet, and breathing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Relax those shoulders. Try and make your inhale longer. So maybe go to the count of 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling. And now let it all go. From there, release those hands. You can shake out those wrists, get some movement in there. You can even interlace your fingers, move your wrists. So we open up in those joints. And now, bringing the soles of our feet together, we're going to tuck that chin and let our arms float like we are holding a soft white moon. And we are surrounded by this blanket of black. So we are radiant, comfortable, held, even as we are holding. Lift through the crown of the head. We open in that heart space, feeling the length of that breath grow nice and slow as you pull the breath down into your belly. And exhale. Now inhale, loosen those shoulders and walk that right elbow back, walk that left elbow back, and inhale, imagine you're squeezing an orange between those shoulder blades, and exhale, release. Inhale, we open through that heart space, squeezing those shoulder blades. We exhale, release. We inhale, open. Exhale, release. Last breath, inhale and exhale. Bring your hands to your ankles. Taking just one inhale, chin lifts, heart lifts. We exhale, rock back. Inhale, come to center, and let's come onto our hands and our knees. We'll bring our knees together this time. Sit your hips back, and those arms extend forward. Keep your left hand forward, but now swim your right hand back along the right side of your body. The palm can face up on that right hand. We let those hips sink as we maybe inch that left arm forward, long back of our neck, settled through those sitting bones for 3, 2. Can you feel that breath as your ribs expand? 1. Swim that right arm back forward, let that palm plant. Bring that left hand back, palm face up. We reach that right arm forward. We lower through that right armpit, long through the back of the neck. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your left hand forward. We rise up onto hands and knees. Inhale, kick that right leg back behind us. We swing the right leg over to the left. We plant through those right toes, and we turn and look back toward that right heel. The more we curve, the deeper we breathe, so we can really expand those right side ribs. Last breath in, and exhale, come back to center. Extend your right leg long. Bring right knee in, and move with an S in energy in your spine. We come back to center. Left leg extends. Nice long neck. My shoulders always want to crowd my neck. So move those shoulders back. Look at that floor. Now that left foot swings over to the right side. We turn and look back toward that left heel. Extension through our side body for 3, 2, 1. Extend that left leg long. Lower that left knee. Now bring your knees wide and tuck your toes. We'll keep those knees wide and press up and back, bending those knees. Then extend those legs forward. Press back, those knees bend, those heels can touch as they lift, and extend your body forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward, inhaling back, exhaling forward. Last time, we press back, we reach forward. Now undo those heels and come into your down dog. Walking out those ankles, lifting one heel, then the other. Both heels can rise and lower, knees can bend. One more breath as we get into our body. And now look up at your hands, stepping or hopping to the front. Inhale, hearts expand. And we exhale, fold over those legs. Let's reach our arms out as we lift up, palms touch. Bring your hands to heart center. Sweep our arms out and up. Exhale, forward we fold. Inhale, spine extends. Exhale, step or hop back into plank. Bring your knees to the mat. Bend those elbows, catch your ribs, and stop halfway down. Inhale, exhale, rise back up. Lift those knees, pressing back, downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths. And the place where our attention can come to is the front hip crease on each side.
So imagine a hand, fingertips on the right hip crease, on the front right hip crease. Imagine them pushing that right hip up. Then imagine them going to that left hip, lifting that. So those hips lift and then press back as our hearts move forward and down. Last breath in. Look up at your hands and we step or hop ourselves forward. Inhale, hearts lift, and exhale, we fold. Inhale, lift halfway, come to your fingertips, soften a bit in your knees. Inhale that left leg back, and exhale, it lowers. Inhale, that left leg lifts out to the side. Isn't that fun? And we lower. Inhale that leg back, and exhale, lower. Inhale to the side, and lower. Inhale back, and lower. Inhale, side, and lower. 2 more times, back. We lower, and side. We lower last time, back. We lower, side. We lower. Plant that left foot, bend your knees. Inhale, hearts open wide, arms wide. And exhale, bring your right arm over your left. Inhale, we open up, and exhale, left arm over right. We open up wide, right arm crosses. Inhale, flow. And now that left arm crosses. Bring your fingertips to the earth. Straighten those knees just a little bit. Ground in that left foot. Inhale, radiate that right leg behind you, and exhale, lower it down. Inhale, right leg out to the right. What fun. And we lower that foot down. Inhale, back, and exhale, lower. Inhale out to the side, and we lower. Inhale, back, and down, and side, and down. I think one more time. Hopefully I got that right. And we lower out to the right. Lower it down. Bend those knees. Open up wide with those arms lifting up. Cross that right arm over. Give yourself a hug. Inhale, we open and stand up. Exhale, left arm crosses over. Inhale, we rise. And exhale, we cross. And we lift. And then we hug and we rise up. Bring your palms to touch above your head. Slowly pull the hands down, heart's center. Sweep your arms out and up. Tip yourself forward. Inhale, spine extends. And now take a big step back with that right foot. We rise on up. Let's cactus those arms. Bend into that left knee. Energy in that right knee. So we are grounded in those legs. So we have that energy pressing down into the earth. The rest of us radiates. We are open wide for 3, 2, 1. Plant your fingertips. Pop onto that left foot, lift your right leg behind you, and come into a T. So you can keep your hands on the earth, you can let your left arm float, your right arm float for 3, 2, 1. Bend into that left knee, try and rise up, bringing that right knee up and in. We pull it toward that right shoulder and walk it out. I totally quit breathing as I usually do. Okay, our feet plant and we inhale, lift our arms up overhead. We exhale, rock ourselves forward. Inhale, spine extends, big step back with that left foot. From there, we rise all the way up. We cactus those elbows. Bend that right knee, lift through your heart, and breathe. Okay, those legs and feet are settled. Grounded energy.
Bring a little more lift to that left thigh. And from there, our hearts and upper body, we radiate with this energy that goes from our heart's core all the way out into those arms and fingertips. Last breath in. The hands come to that front foot. We lift that back leg. Stay extended or soften a little bit in that right knee. Right arm can lift, left arm can lift. Noticing what we experience on each side. Maybe a little more weeble wobble. It is for me on this side. Last breath. Stay focused and soft. Now try and rise, bringing that left knee up and in. For 3, relax those shoulders. 2 and 1, walk it out. Okay, gonna take off my sweater. So now get grounded, feet together. Inhale, we sweep our arms out and up, and we exhale, fold forward. Heart reaches long. You are awesome. Take a big step, hop, or walk back and come into plank. Knees up or down this time as you chaturanga. Inhale, our hearts lift. Roll over those feet. Downward facing dog. We press into those hands. We remember those fingers like pressing at that hip crease on each side. So our hips rise as our hearts sink. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bend that knee and stack. Right hip over left. So we're nice and grounded on our tripod of our 2 hands and our left foot. Lift that right knee just a smidge higher and exhale, step that right foot through and stay lifted on that back foot, and we rise on up. And now take your left arm forward and bring your right arm back. So I'll switch sides just so I'm not turned away from you. A twist. We ground through that right foot. Make sure that right knee is tracking over our ankle. We reach our arms wide. For 3, 2, 1. That right arm can swing down. Both arms lift up. And now we'll bring those hands to frame that front foot. Lift that left leg behind you. Right fingertips stay planted. Left arm lifts. Flex those left toes as we extend through our bodies. Half moon. Or that left hand can be down, moving those shoulders away from our necks. Last breath in. Bend that right knee, and we come into a side triangle. And breathe. I don't know why I said side triangle. We come into triangle. It's been a long day. For 3, but that's exactly when we need yoga. 2 and 1. Bring that left hand down. Take a step back with that right foot, and we move through our chaturanga. Inhale, rinsing out the posture, rinsing out our day. And we rise back up, downward facing dog. So inhale, lift that left leg, bend your left knee, stacking left hip over right. We plant our hands, we move our hearts back. We get grounded through that right foot, radiant in our pelvic energy. I know that sounds a little bit weird, but think about energy all the way reaching and radiating up there. One more breath. We step through. High lunge, reaching on up. Right arm comes forward, left arm comes back. And we lift, we breathe, sink into your left knee. Straighten a little bit more through that right knee. Our hearts and arms reach for 3 and 2 and 1. Bring your hands to frame that front foot, that left foot. And now that right leg lifts behind you. We flex through those right toes. We rise up into half moon. See if you can create a swan neck. Nice and long and reaching. So I don't know why, but I've been thinking about swan necks and mushrooms. So it seems like a lot of the time I have a mushroom neck where I'm just kind of scrunched and tightened up and in rather than that long, graceful reach. One more breath. Let that right leg come down and come into your triangle. So finding your triangle, get grounded in those feet, reach through those arms for 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale, bring those hands to the floor, stepping back, knees up or down as you chaturanga. Inhale, we lift, and exhale, we come on back. Taking a breath, letting those heels drop. 1 inhale, and we exhale, neck long. Inhale, left leg lifts. We exhale, step it forward, drop your right heel down. Inhale up into warrior 1. Our hands come down heart center, and now our torso faces the long edge of our mat. Our arms reach long into warrior 2. Look at your left knee. Bend it, making sure it goes to the little toe side of your foot. From there, your trunk rises up. Those arms reach. We'll bend that left elbow. Right arm under, hands either to your shoulders or prayer. Inhale, we lift. And now let's tuck left shoulder inside left knee. We ground through that right foot. We grow energetically through that right leg, through our spine. We have that grounded energy, and from there we are radiating forward, ready to move with intention and grace. Inhale, rise up with those arms, straighten that left leg, turn your left toes in. You can walk those legs in just a little, especially if your hips are getting a little tweaky. Inhale, heart or arms lift. From there, hips go back and we bend forward, bringing the crown of our head toward the floor. So if you can, you could rest those hands on the earth, making any small movements that are going to make your back stretch and release, feeling like it's opening wide. We inhale, we exhale. From here, inhale, rise up. Turn to face your left leg and lift your right knee up. So I'll face you. So we lift that right knee up, cross that leg, coming into eagle. Toes can touch down, they can hover or hook. Find your drishti. Where do your eyes naturally go in order to feel balanced? Your eyes will seek out the space that feels best to them. So trust your eyes to bring you stillness for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms reach up as we plant through that right foot. Bring your hands to heart center. So coming to the top of your mat, if you aren't already there, inhale, we reach out and up. Exhale, we fold forward. Inhale, spine extends, and we step or hop back into plank, knees up or down, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Back we go. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Taking a breath.
lifting at those hip creases, and pretend they're lifting us and then pressing back gently. Last breath. Exhale. Inhale, right leg rises. We step between our hands. We lower that left heel. We rise up, arms to warrior one. They come down the center as we open to the long edge of our mat and our arms reach. So my right knee really wants to curve in, bringing it out because that strengthens us in this inner thigh. We reach our arms long. From here, let's bend that right elbow. Left arm comes under, hands either to shoulders or prayer. Inhale, we lift, and exhale with wonder and grace, delight and openness. We bow. We tuck ourselves in, trying to bring that right hip under us, extension in that spine, and relax the back of the neck, the back of those shoulders, grounded energy in the feet, radiant energy in our hearts, spewing out of those hands. One more breath. We exhale. Inhale, rise up and turn to face a long edge of your mat. Spew is not a very pretty word, sorry about that. Inhale, arms rise, and we fold forward. Now, the grounded energy is the soles of those feet and the shins and the legs. They are our base, and from there our upper body radiates with this light, this prana and life flowing freely through our entire body. Last breath in this position. Release it with an exhale. Inhale, arms rise from the strength of our legs. Turn and face that right leg, and we lift our left knee. So from there, you can cross that left leg over, feet to hover or touch or hook, and we take our drishti. The gaze and the breath are two ways to help steady the mind. Yoga is really trying to find that steadiness even as we're kind of wobbling. Finding our way to steadiness and ease. Last breath in. We exhale. Inhale, arms reach out. We step down and lift. Bring your hands down, heart's center. At the front of your mat, we'll bend our knees and bring our hands into prayer. From here, let's hook our right elbow outside that left knee, hands to prayer, thumbs toward our hearts. We extend that spine long. If you can, look at your left big toe, lift your right heel, and take a big step back with that right foot. Noticing that we have to ground ourselves to catch ourselves in the posture. From there, we grow centered, energized through that right leg. So now the energy is radiating from our hearts down to that right leg, out the crown of our heads. One more breath in. We undo those hands, bring them inside that left leg. Left toes turn out. We drop that right knee. We lift through our heart space and walk forward on those palms or down on our elbows. You can walk back with that right leg. Move forward with that heart. Energy in both elbows for 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Stay on those fingertips. Peel the left sole of the foot away from the floor. Hips drop, hearts rise, and get into that hip crease for 3,
we plant that left foot, bring your right or left hand outside that left foot, lift our right knee, step our right foot forward. Inhale, spine long. Exhale, fold crown of the head toward the floor. Those knees bend. Our feet can touch or be hip width apart. Hands to prayer at our hearts. From here, now we bring our left elbow outside that right knee. You can use the right hand. Really get snuggled in, like you are holding yourself. You are all tucked in, warm and safe. Long breath, deep life going into your body. One more breath in. Look at that right big toe. Lift your left heel, grounded in that right foot. Can you take a big step back? Get yourself grounded on those feet. Then you turn once again at your heart. This is a balance, twisting posture. Energy in that left leg. Energy in your heart. So it's like you want to move that heart and the crown of the head forward, then turn up. Last breath in. We undo. Bring your hands inside that right foot. Turn your right toes out. We drop that left knee. Inhale, hearts rise. We come onto our hands or onto our elbows, letting the hips move forward and down at an angle. Those elbows can pull back. That helps create length in the spine, in the heart. Last breath in. We'll climb on up. Now peel that right foot away from the floor. We stay on those palms as that right knee rotates out to the side. For 3, 2, shoulders soft. 1, plant that right foot. Turn those right toes in. The hands frame that front foot. We lift that back knee. Step forward. Feet come to touch. Inhale, arms lift. And now I want you to think about something strong that you want to pull into your life. Maybe it's some boundaries, or maybe it's courage or bravery. So inhale, reach up, and exhale, pull that into your life. Inhale, we reach. Pull something strong and amazing into your life. We reach on up. We pull in with strength and grace. Last time, here it comes. We are tucking those elbows by our ribs and we're extending our hearts forward. We're going to hold in this strong position. We feel that grounded energy, the radiant energy strong in our bodies. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Extend your right leg behind you and reach that right arm up, coming into half moon once again. We're reaching and strong for 3, 2, 1. That right leg drops. We ground back into our triangle. We radiate from our heart. The spine is long. The energy is flowing throughout our entire body. Last breath in. Bring your right hand down to the earth. We step that right foot forward. Bring our feet, our toes and feet to touch. Bend those knees. And now we are going to press the earth or press things away. What isn't serving us? What voices, what habits, what patterns isn't serving us? We're going to stop them. We are strong, we are protected, we are rising up and out of those hips. And even if you don't want to press anything away from you, we're still working the strength of our forearms and our legs. So all kinds of good stuff going on. One more breath in. And now we bring our hands to the earth, and I'm going to switch sides, and we come back into that half moon. So right hand can plant, left arm can lift. Get yourself grounded. We extend and flex through the left foot. It's almost like we are standing on both feet. One is just standing on the air, the other is standing on the ground. Our limbs radiate from our strong center. Bend that left knee, come back into triangle for 3, 2, and 1. Bring that left hand to the mat. Step your left foot forward. Bend your knees, bring your hands to the earth, come onto your knees and your shins, and sit yourself back into child's pose. This is one place you can stay, or the hands can walk back by your knees, and you rise up, sitting your heels or hips on your heels into hero's pose. Interlace those fingers behind your head. Press your head back into those hands. We relax those shoulders for 3, 2, and 1. Coming on down onto our bellies for our back bend. So we'll bring our forearms to the earth into Sphinx. We get rested and solid on those sitting bones or hip bones, so they are the foundation now. We'll lift through our head and shoulders. Stay there or come to bow pose, which is bending those knees, grabbing your ankles. We kick back with those feet, then lift up through our hearts. We rise through those legs, feeling the grounding of the belly, the radiance of our arms and legs going backwards now for 3, 2, 1. Lower everything down. Release if your legs are held and roll on to your right side. You can bring your right ear in your right hand, bend that left knee in. You can pull it towards your left shoulder or extend that leg up, taking your calf, your ankle, or that foot. You can always lower that right hand, lower your head, and then maybe let your right leg hover off the earth. A balance pose. As we are stretching, we are grounded on a very thin part of our bodies, radiating from our limbs and from our heart space for 3, and 2, and 1. Release. Come on your belly and roll to the other side. I'll just switch directions so you're not looking at my back. And now the left ear comes into that left hand. We bring that right knee in, pulling it toward our chest. A place to stay or extend, maybe grabbing our calf, our ankle, or the outside of that foot. You can stay with your head in your hand and or lower it down. So the left arm goes long, and now maybe that left leg hovers. And I don't know about you, but man, I suddenly feel that in my hip, my left hip, which is weird, but that's the muscle that needs to keep that leg lifted. So even though it doesn't seem like that should be working, we can see how all of this is connected. This groundedness, this radiance, it comes from all different parts of our bodies. Last breath. We'll release that right leg, come onto our backs. And we plant the soles of our feet, our hips float up. We can lift our arms up overhead. The grounding here of the feet lets the hips rise and lift for 3, 2, 1. We bring our hands back down as our hips lower. Bring your right knee into your chest. Grab that shin. Extend your left leg long. The right leg comes across the body to the left side. Right arm reaching away. And if the twist gets too deep for you, moving that right foot away from your upper body, so bringing your feet closer to one another, That lessens the depth of that twist. Last inhale. We release, coming back up, right foot plants, left knee comes in, and we pull that knee in toward our chest. We extend that right leg long. Inhale. And exhale, pull that left leg over to the right side, that left arm reaching away. We breathe for 3, and 2, and 1. Inhale, we come back up, and now take happy baby, so our shins or ankles or the outsides of those feet. The knees drop and melt. The back settles and spreads. Inhale. And now find your Shavasana. So taking your resting posture. Quieting the traffic of our mind to let our body soak up all of that good energy and space. May you hold on to your center. May the light inside you shine. May you hold on to your center. May the light inside you shine. May you hold on to your center. May the light inside you shine. May you hold on to your center. May the light inside you shine. Gently come back into your fingers and toes, circling your hands and your feet. Take a stretch that feels like the most natural one to you. Long or tucked, twisted or straight. When you're ready, pull one knee into your chest. And then pull in the other. Tucked in a ball, let those knees drop over to the right. And with your eyes closed, come to a seated position. Hands in prayer at your heart. The chin drops as we feel that rooted energy of our base, the radiant energy at our core. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be free from fear. May you find ways to ground yourself. May you never doubt your radiance. May you make time for yourself to settle and open, to go in and quiet. And may that light inside shine. Inhale. exhale through an open mouth. Inhale. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Live light.